Hey gang, I got a request to do the beginning part of Gravity, and thought that I would also do kind of the chords and the style that he's playing. I'm not going to do it note for note other than the solo in the very beginning. So let's go to it. Ought to be short and sweet. Pretty straightforward. All right, talk to you soon. First thing to note is that this is in G, and there's really only two chords he plays over. It's G and a C. Okay, let's do the solo first, or that first little solo line. Very pretty and very simple. So it works up here in the G major scale that's started from the root note on the 9th on the 5th. This one right here. Okay, right? It's the C in the cage system, so you're playing that C shape. Okay, so the line is... Okay, so to do that, you're going to start on the 3rd string, slide up to the 9th. Then on the 2nd string, you're going to play the 10th. I'm sorry, the 8th on the 2nd string. Twice, you're going to pick it, and then you're just going to hammer on the 10th and pull up a whole step to the 12th. So it's like this. And so you play it down, you bend it up, and then come down and back up again. And you play it not in a frenzy like, not like a country player would, but like a blues player. You're caressing this little, you're caressing your baby guitar, right? All right? Making it cry a little bit. Coaxing it out. All right, that's the first line. The second line is almost identical. Okay, so that's slide up to the 9th. Play that on the 8th twice. Same sort of thing. You hammer on and pull up, but then the second time you do give it a little stroke and pull it down. And instead of ending up on this note, you end up on this note. Simple as that. So the first two lines again are like this. Okay, then you're going to play the first line again. Oops, I had to give it a little tweak that time. Okay, that's the same. And then the fourth line is this. So instead of ending here, you end up here. on the 8th. And that's just the 9th and the 10th. The 9th on the 3rd and the 10th on the 2nd. Put it all together, we'll play it one more time. That's it. Okay, so the chord sequence is, like I said, is this G. And John Mayer's playing a bunch of Hendrix chords on that. Now, I have another lesson on that, Hendrix chords through, or Hendrix theory through Wind Cries Mary. You can check that one out. But basically, you're just playing little fills along that. The G and the C, and that's it. Okay, the only tricky part is then after he goes, after a couple times through the G and the C, he goes into the bridge, which, if you know the blues, you're playing the blues, you're playing the G, a C, and what's the next chord? You got it, it's going to be a D or a D7th, and essentially that's what he's playing, but he's altering it. So he's altering it by extending this and suspending it to make it sound airy. So on the 2nd string, he's moving that 7th fret, which is an F sharp, up to a G, 1/2 step. And it goes like this. Okay, so you're just kind of arpeggiating that. So imagine you're playing a D7th on the 5th position. That guy, extending the 2nd fret, I'm sorry, the 2nd string from the 7th to the 8th. And that's where you get that chord. Now, the next chord he plays is this one, which is a hard chord to finger. It's actually on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, respectively. It's 5, 4, 5, 7. You really got to stretch to play that. And if you have a hard time doing that, all you really have to do, that's just a D7th chord, really. And you can just play the normal D7th. So just go from this extend, just bring that pinky back. Okay? Okay, so those two chords and this one are actually a key change. So he does a really neat thing here. He goes from a G major to a G minor. So this is a G minor chord. It's a triad formed out of that. And that chord is 8, 7, and 8 on the 4, 3, 2 strings. Another G minor triad, and this one is on the 5th string the 6th, on the 4th string the 5th, and on the 3rd string the 7th. And now back to the D7th. And you can play this one if you want, the cool looking one, or you can just play the normal one, which sounds almost identical and is a lot easier. Okay, and that's it. And again, the bridge then is this altered D7th. D7th, to the G minor, another G minor, back to the D7th. Back to your G and your C. All right. A lot of fun to play with, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any other requests, happy to do them. See you later.